Imagine this. You've been saving up for your dream vacation, eagerly anticipating a week of pure bliss aboard a luxurious cruise liner. Picture endless pools, delicious cocktails, and breathtaking sunsets over the ocean. But what if instead, your ship was steered straight into the eye of a powerful cyclone? This very nightmare was experienced by nearly 1,500 passengers aboard the Pacific area from P&O Cruises Australia in May 2017. What was meant to be a heavenly escape quickly descended into a veritable maritime hell. Now, almost 7 years after that harrowing ordeal, the aggrieved travelers have finally been granted long-awaited justice in the form of a $2.4 million settlement. A class action lawsuit against Carnival Corporation, the parent company of P&O Cruises Australia, ultimately resulted in a win for the tourists. The saga of this ill-fated journey continues to send shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned seafarers. What was supposed to be 7 days immersed in the tropical beauty of New Caledonia and Vanuatu turned into an epic battle against nature when the ship found itself in the midst of Cyclone Donna, a Category 4 storm. The Pacific area, a vessel displacing 55,800 gross tons, set sail from Brisbane on May 5, 2017. The itinerary featured stops in Noumea, the picturesque island of Lifu, in Port Vila, along with 3 days of tranquil cruising in the open sea. However, reality proved to be far more ruthless. Perhaps the most shocking detail is that Cyclone Donna was already barreling toward the southern Pacific before the ship had even left port. This destructive storm first formed as a tropical disturbance northwest of Vanuatu on April 29, 2017, and by May 3rd, just 2 days before the Pacific area's departure, it had been classified as a Category 1 cyclone. By May 7th, as the unfortunate passengers were out at sea, the hurricane had intensified into a fearsome Category 4. Wind speeds reached an astounding 145 miles per hour, and waves towered between 20 and 23 feet near Vanuatu in New Caledonia. Instead of savoring exotic island escapes, the passengers found themselves trapped at sea, locked in a desperate struggle against a raging tempest. When the ship finally managed to reach Noumea, it discovered that the port had been closed due to the storm. All subsequent port calls were ruthlessly canceled, leaving the vessel to endure the remainder of its journey battling colossal waves and hurricane-force winds. Imagine being confined to your cabin as your ship tilts so violently you can barely stand, with furniture sliding across the floor, tables overturned, and seawater seeping into some rooms, recalls Peter Carter, director of Carter Kapner Law, the firm that took on this challenging lawsuit. On board, conditions deteriorated into utter chaos. Passengers reported furniture sliding uncontrollably through cabins, tables being toppled, and a continuous tilt that lasted for an entire hour. Some even claimed that seawater had infiltrated the cabins and flooded the corridors. It was a downright hellish cruise. Many passengers were so terrified they dared not leave their cabins, Carter emphasized in an interview with reporters. Perhaps the most outrageous aspect of this case is revealed in a lawsuit filed in 2023 by former passenger Deborah Jackson. The legal documents allege that the cruise company knowingly sent its clients into the path of a deadly storm without offering them a chance to cancel or reschedule their trip. Upon departure from Brisbane, Carnival either knew, or a reasonable, prudent cruise operator should have known, about the existence of Cyclone Donna, the official court filing stated. Despite the weight of these allegations, Carnival Corporation has steadfastly denied any wrongdoing. The company points to its booking terms, which explicitly state that itineraries may change due to weather conditions or other unforeseen events. Company representatives maintain that, at the time of departure, they genuinely believed the cruise would proceed as originally planned without any major issues. Nonetheless, rather than risk a protracted and costly legal battle, the company chose to settle the dispute amicably. After years of waiting, the passengers finally secured their justice. On February 27, 2024, Brisbane Federal Court Judge Roger Darrington ruled in favor of the aggrieved travelers, by approving a settlement of an impressive sum. The cruise experience fell far short of expectations and, overall, turned out to be a rather unpleasant ordeal, Judge Darrington remarked in his official ruling, a classic example of judicial understatement. Under the terms of the settlement, each passenger who joined the lawsuit will receive compensation amounting to nearly twice what they initially paid for the trip. With an average ticket price of $944, every participant in the class action will receive that amount, plus an additional $900 for emotional distress. The lead plaintiff, the intrepid Deborah Jackson, who spearheaded this arduous case, will receive an extra $2,000 as a reward for her determination and perseverance. In total, the settlement includes $1.2 million in payments to the passengers, with legal fees capped at $1 million. It is worth noting that this is not the first, and likely not the last, time passengers have taken legal action against a cruise company after their promised dream vacation turned into a maritime nightmare. Approximately 200 guests also filed a class action lawsuit against Norwegian Cruise Line after its vessel, the Norwegian Breakaway, encountered a cyclone in January 2018 while returning to New York from the sunny Bahamas. In that case, the cruise company was accused of gross negligence, with passengers claiming they literally feared for their lives when the ship was pummeled by enormous waves and catastrophic flooding. That high-profile lawsuit is still ongoing, and its outcome could set a significant precedent for the entire maritime travel industry. So, what happened to the Pacific area after that infamous incident? Interestingly, in 2023, the vessel was sold to Celestial Cruises and rechristened the Celestial Journey, granting it a new lease on life and a chance to shed the dark associations of its past. This shocking tale serves as a crucial reminder for all sea travel enthusiasts. Always check the weather forecast meticulously before setting sail and be fully aware of your consumer rights. Even the largest and most respected cruise companies can make risky decisions that jeopardize the safety and comfort of their clients for the sake of profit. Before booking your next cruise, make sure to read reviews about the company, understand the cancellation policies, and scrutinize the fine print in the contract. After all, even the most luxurious cruise can quickly turn into a cruise from hell if proper precautions aren't taken.